Good afternoon, class. It's Jake again today, and I hope you're having a very good Tuesday. I hope you're all staying safe and staying well. And today we have another English lesson. Today we're going to be doing a lot of writing. So if you don't have a pencil, if you don't have a pen, if you don't have your notebook, take a minute and grab those things, and we're going to practice our writing today. When you're ready, we can turn in our books to page 104. Page 104. I will have a copy of that page up on the screen if you don't have your book with you. Last lesson, Beth talked about duties. And duties are like jobs that we do in different places. We have duties in our work, we have duties at home, we have duties maybe in our school or something like that, but duties are jobs that we are responsible for. So, look at page 104. At the top in part A, there are 3 questions. The first question is, what are some of your duties at home? Now, I can't hear your answers to these questions. I wish that I could because I miss you and I miss hearing your voices and hearing more about your lives and about your stories. But right now, this is a writing lesson, so just take your pencil or your pen and your notebook, and if you're able, just write down a list of the answers to these questions. You might have more than one duty. So I'll talk through these questions, but as I'm talking through them, I encourage you to make your own list of the duties that you have. So, number 1, what are some of the duties at home? For me, I have several duties at home. I do the laundry. Many nights I cook dinner. Every morning I make coffee. I clean the house, and I help take care of Anders, my son. So these are some of my duties at home. Take a minute and make a list of your duties at home. Question number 2 says, what are some of your duties at your job? Now, this is a difficult question right now because many of us, our jobs have changed. My job has changed. I'm not with you. I'm not in the building. I'm not even in Texas right now. But our jobs have changed. And so maybe you can write about how your job, if you had a job before coronavirus hit, maybe talk about your duties that you had. And then you can talk about how your duties have changed. Maybe you have no more duties because your job said, no more job for you, go home. Maybe your job has changed, like mine. And if that's true, then write some of your new duties of your job. Number 3, what were some of your duties at your last job? Go ahead and think back to a job that you had before, or a job that you've had in the past. For me, some of the duties at my last job, in my job before I was a lab worker at the National Lab for Agriculture and the Environment, and my job was to do science experiments and to count seeds and to go in the field and take samples of soil and different kinds of dirt and bring them back inside the lab and do some tests on them. Those are some duties at my last job. What are my duties at my job now? Well, now some of my duties are teaching students, writing lessons. Now I make videos, which is a new duty. But all of us have duties or tasks or jobs that we all do, whether that's at home or at work or maybe in a different place. We have duties where people are counting on us to do a job. So go ahead and make lists of your duties. You can press pause at any time in the video and go ahead and write your list. But now I'm going to move on to part B. In part B, we have a paragraph of Marco and his employment history. So we're going to read about Marco, and we're going to complete the sentences using the correct form of the verb. We're going to use present tense verbs when present tense are needed and past tense verbs when past tense are needed. I will read through the sentences, but you fill in the blanks on your own. Employment history. Marco Alba. Marco Alba is an orderly. He works at Valley Hospital. He started in 2007. He, many duties. He, patients from their rooms to the lab. He, x-rays, linens, and supplies. He also flowers and mail to patients. From 2004 to 2007, Marco at Sam's Soup and Sandwich Shop. He, a bus person. He, the floor and dirty dishes. From 2000 to 2004, he at Fratelli's Construction Company. He, a construction worker. He repairs on houses and large machines. Now, when we're looking through and we want to know which verbs to use in what way, we need to look around at the surrounding sentences and look at the verb tense and the time phrases that we find in the reading. In the very first sentence, a good clue to which tense the verbs will be in is looking at the first main verb. The first sentence says, Marco Alba is an orderly. What is our verb in the sentence? Is. And is the present tense of the verb to be. So today, right now, Marco is an orderly. Now, if we go down to the second paragraph, from 2004 to 2007, these are dates that happened in the past because today is 2020. So look at time phrases and verbs to help you find the right verb tense to use in the sentences. Okay? Now, we're going to go down to part C, and you're going to make another list. This list is not your information like you used in part A. This is going to be a list of Marco's job duties now, in the present, and in the past. So number 1 is filled out for you, which says, he takes patients from their rooms to the lab. So now look back to the reading in part B and use that information to fill out the chart and make lists in part C. Well, today's video is a little bit shorter because we're doing a lot of writing. If you have any questions, please feel free to text me, to text Beth. We want to hear from you if you need help. If you need anything else, please let us know. One thing that's important that I wanted to share with you is that this Friday, we will have another drive-through at For the Nations building. The drive-through will happen from 11 to 3, and just like last drive-through, you will come in your car, you will not get out, you will roll down the window, and we will give some food if you need food, supplies if you need some supplies. We'll give you things that are helpful. So go ahead and drive through, and if you're able, you can go do that, and we'll see you then in that time. So again, that's this Friday, May 1st, from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Any student can come, but please only students, because we only have enough supplies and food for our students. So feel free to reach out for anything else. I hope you're having a very good day. We miss you. We want to be back together, and I hope that we'll be back together soon. Have a great day.